You know when you see a book and you're like, man, I'm an adult now? This is what some of these covers are giving. Hello everyone and welcome to Club Lib. It's your girl Dom here and I'm so excited today because I wanted to do this for a very long time, and this is going to be a little chaotic because your girl was just screenshotting and looking online for all these covers like 5 minutes ago. But I've been wanting to do this for a while. It's this video where people compare US and UK covers of books they've read, and something I've noticed is I feel like the BIPOC US versus UK cover, you know, videos, I'm like, where are the people at though? Like we're here or there, but I feel like there's so many beautiful covers that I want to highlight them, and then some of them are just like mass paperback versus, you know, like hardback or regular covers. But anyway, I'll put the actual titles of whose cover it is if I'm quoting myself wrong, or if it's wrong, post edit. We're gonna start with The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. Now, I enjoyed this book. I mean, I think it's playful. I like the font. I like the colors.
Great gowns, beautiful gowns.
I like the distinction that we can already tell, like, she's a melanated queen on the cake. And then also there's these two options here that we have going on. But when we look at the UK version, this feels like a Kindle cover to me when I first saw this alternative cover option. I think it still has the same elements, and they were trying to like keep the same elements of the pink and the white and the blue, the same shade of blue. I look at the other cover and I'm like, oh, okay, but I think I would pick up the US cover for sure. So I think the US cover wins this one for me. Okay, the next one is Get a Life, Chloe Brown, Talia Hibbert, and this book also, this one was not my favorite of the sisters books. I really loved the second one. I think that was my favorite one. And I don't know what this other cover is, but I would not have picked it up at all if I had seen it. I think it's a great, like, it's definitely giving early 2000s realness, like the skirt, the ballet flats, and the cat. I don't usually pick up books, but I would not pick up this other cover. I have to do more investigation on what this cover is. Maybe this is a mass paperback cover.
I don't know what this was.
But definitely we're gonna go with the animated, nice white, red font, cute, like cute. You can tell he rides a motorcycle with his little, you know, leather jacket on. If you read the book, then the cover makes more sense, and I feel like with the real, like the people on the cover, that one's gonna be like, yeah.
No, I'm gonna pass on that one.
All right, the next one is The Boyfriend Project, and I think the UK was on to something with this one. I think they were, because granted, it's the same cover for sure.
So you're right on. You're right on for sure.
Like 1000%, it's definitely the same cover. But I don't know, something about the UK one feels cuter and feels more copacetic, if that's the right word to use. And I like how it's like their relationship is really based on line when you read this book. So I like the text bubbles in the background of the UK cover one. I think they ate with this one. Next one is Real Men Knit, and I have not read this one, so I can't offer if it really makes sense for the contents of the inside of the book. But I think me seeing this, the US cover is why I haven't read the book. And then I saw the UK or online version of this cover, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm totally gonna pick up that book. Like, I like how you can see, like, he has natural hair, and how she has, like, twists or braids, or maybe she has, like, maybe these are not twister braids. Maybe it's just like kinky hair. But either way, I'm just like, oh. And I think that goes back to the thing that I said, if I see a black woman on the cover, a black man on the cover, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna support. But yeah, I really like the alternative cover to this one. It feels lighter. Something about this other cover just feels very intense. Maybe it's the yellow. It just feels like very intense cover for me. But some people, they loved it. I think I like the softer pastels of the other one a little bit better. Something about like the pink and the gold is just so iconic, and the other one just looks like, when I see it, I know the AKAs don't own pink and green, but it gives very much so like AKA, versus this like the US cover. I have the book on my shelf, and like I love the
Gold lettering, like it really pops in person.
you know, so I'm gonna have to go with the US one. This one's a quick
and easy.
Okay, the next one is Luster. I also still have this book sitting on my shelf. But something about the Luster on the UK's cover feels very UK. Like, it feels like AI generated, like, a book cover that people in the UK would like, or that is a UK cover. And it feels like it. It also feels very, like, indie A23 movie. And so I think if they ever did an adaptation of this in the movie format, that the UK cover, you have one made. This one's kind of a tie for me, and like evoking feeling. I feel like this, the one with just her, like looking over her shoulder, it's like, ooh, like she's pretty, so that's the sweet, and like she's giving like a, you know, like a, she's smizing at the people.
Nice smize, Tyra.
So that's the spice, you know? So it's giving that mixture. Let me turn my alerts off. Sorry, y'all. But that's what it's giving. And then when you see the one with the two of them, it's like a okay. It's like, okay. I like the Fela shirt for sure. Like, now I know what she's into. I think that's a cool aspect. I'm gonna have to go with the first one, the individual, the US cover. Okay. Next we have Instructions for Dancing. And this is by Nicola Yoon. And I love both of these. Like, I would buy both of these covers. I have the blue one, and I think it's just so iconic, and the way it looks and the feel of it. The white one, maybe in paperback. This one's a tie. I like both of them. All right. Moving on to the next one. The next one is Love Radio, Ebony, by Miss Ebony, and not me going back and forth. I think the US cover eats. I don't know what the other cover is for, but I found it and I was like,
No, I'm gonna pass on that one.
Ooh, okay, The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. I think that this alternative cover is curious, because when I'm looking at it on the screen, we see this gold, but I'm thinking that it's probably very, very nice in person. Like, that gold is gonna a nice sheen, like this metallic. And I have this other, the US version, and it's okay. But I'm gonna go with the UK one. I think I like this one a bit better because it's different. It feels a little different, and it feels more polished, I think, and how I can envision it holding it in my hand. Okay, the next one is 7 Days of 7 Days in June, and bro, they were just like version 1, version 2. Slide. Do you see better with number 8 or number 9? Do you feel better, or is it the same with number 9 or number 10? Like, it's giving, I'm going to the eye doctor and I saw light blue and then boop, I see dark blue. it's the same. So it's the all right, moving on to the next one is The Secret Lives of Church Ladies. And this is another thing where it's just like I feel like I've associated the US cover with it being iconic, in the sense of we have this beautiful black woman, she has a bow tie on, she's like looking to the side dramatically, and then we get the UK cover and it's a peach. What's that got to do with Sunday, and what's that got to do with church when I see it? And maybe people in the UK, they can use their imaginations and it's like not a literal thing, but for me, this is the thing for me, if I read the title and then I look at the cover and I'm like, these two don't coincide, either I'm intrigued or I'm very much so just like, I'm not reading this ever in my life. And for some reason I'm just like, the peach is just, it's throwing me when I went from a visual standpoint. We're going with the US cover. Okay, next is Hope and Glory, and this is one I have not read yet, and also I didn't know existed, so it's been added to my TBR after I looked it up. But again, the UK cover, wait, I think this is the UK cover, I might have to look this up later, but the cover of the girl walking, you know, her hair is flowing, she has her nice little outfit on, it feels very much so like I'm watching a show on Freeform. Like I'm about to watch a Freeform show, which is great. And it's kind of doing it for me, because I feel like we also are getting a lot of these generic covers lately, and that are just like font and like an abstract art piece, which is fine and sometimes it works, but I'm liking the visual of a person on the cover and it really draws you in, so I'm gonna go with that one. The same with this one, People Person by Candace Carty-Williams. If you can put a black person on the cover, do it. Do it. Like, just do it. And so I'm gonna have to go with the one with the people on the cover because it's striking. I'm getting like, this is gonna be a book maybe about different perspectives, different characters, varying POVs. I don't know what this book is about, I haven't read it, but it's giving that, and it's automatically intriguing me, even though that's not what it's about, but it's intriguing me for sure. So we're gonna go with that cover. So the next one is Yinka, Where's Your Husband? And the US cover is this nice bold blue, and we have these like aunties, I'm assuming, right behind the main character. And something about that, it already sets the tone for me of like what this book is going to feel like. Like I can already hear, you know, for me, when people ask like, where's your husband? You should be married by now. But also like I can get that vibe from this. And then this other one, the UK cover, it feels very much so more introspective, like maybe she's asking it of herself, because she's like in this ring, and it's like, is she putting this question on herself, you know, or is it other pressure from other people? So I'm definitely, I like the vibes of, which is also this experience, right, of like feeling these things. So I think both the US and the UK covers probably like encapsulate something visceral that is very prevalent in the book period, and these two covers. But just because I like this introspective like kind of feeling I'm getting from the UK cover, I'm gonna go from the UK cover, because you expect people, family, nosy people to ask you where your husband is and why you aren't married yet. But sometimes, do we ask it of ourselves too much? Yeah, we're gonna go with the UK cover. Thanks for watching. What covers do you guys like in this video? Do you agree or disagree? Also, are there some more covers that you guys would like me to check out? Let a girl know. I'm definitely going to be doing this going forward, because I feel like we need to just have like black and bipoc authors whose cover, who wore it better, you know, who wore it better, what covers better, kind of videos and selections too, so people can look at those and see what an accomplishment also it is to get your black authored book internationally sold and have many different covers. I think that's so cool. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please share a video with a friend. Share this video with a friend, send it to them, let them know, you know, check this out. I think this is pretty cool. She's pretty cool. And make sure you guys stay bookish, stay blessed, and stay black. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.